In a twist straight out of a thriller drama, beloved Korean stars Kim Woo-bin and BAE SUZY have reportedly vanished from the public eye not for a romantic getaway or a secret project, but to expose one of the most powerful corrupt networks within the entertainment industry. The story that is unfolding behind the scenes is more intense than any K-drama they've starred in. What started as a casual investigation for a film script has now spiraled into a real-life operation, complete with betrayal, threats, coded messages, secret hideouts, and jaw-dropping revelations that could shake the Korean entertainment industry to its core. 3 months ago, Kim Woo-bin and BAE SUZY were cast in a drama titled Behind the Veil, about 2 journalists who go undercover to uncover political and corporate corruption. But what began as script preparation took a sharp turn when the actors began researching real-life cases. While speaking to whistleblowers and digging into old scandals, Woo-bin and SUZY stumbled upon classified documents, leaked emails, and encrypted messages pointing to a real-life black market syndicate. This organization wasn't just involved in money laundering and corporate fraud, it was allegedly behind several suspicious celebrity scandals, forced contract terminations, and even celebrity disappearances. The deeper they went, the more dangerous it became. Just weeks before their disappearance, Kim Woo-bin conducted a private interview with a former entertainment executive known only as Mr. K, who had fled to Thailand after receiving multiple death threats. What he revealed was beyond chilling. They control everything, the casting, the endorsements, even the scandals you read about. And if anyone tries to break free, they disappear. Woo-bin and SUZY recorded the entire session. That very night, their phones were hacked, their management received anonymous threats, and several of their close friends were followed by unmarked vehicles. But instead of backing down, they made a bold choice. They went into hiding. BAE SUZY was last seen exiting a coffee shop in Gangnam. CCTV footage shows a black sedan picking her up. She never returned home. Kim Woo-bin, on the other hand, cancelled a press conference and disappeared from his hotel room, leaving behind a cryptic note on the mirror. The truth must come out, even if we vanish with it. Both their agencies initially reported the disappearances as personal mental health breaks. But fans knew something was wrong. Paparazzi who tried to follow up were silenced, and their social media accounts went dark simultaneously. Then came the first coded message. 1 week after their disappearance, a mysterious Instagram post appeared on a fan account that had been inactive for years. It showed a picture of a broken film reel and the caption, "Even broken reels tell the full story. 0419-0831-1022. Fans went into a frenzy decoding the numbers, discovering that they corresponded to dates of major entertainment scandals that were abruptly covered up. Reddit forums, Twitter threads, and YouTube analysts began connecting the dots. Was this Kim Woo-bin and SUZY communicating in secret? The theory was confirmed when a second image emerged showing Woo-bin's favorite wristwatch left at a train station locker. Inside was a USB drive filled with email chains, bribery records, and confidential studio contracts. This wasn't just fiction anymore. This was a real expose. Reliable sources claim the duo are hiding out in a remote village in Jeju Island, protected by a retired journalist who once investigated the same syndicate. There, they've been compiling a complete report under the working title, "The Network, Beneath the Spotlight." Using burner phones, VPNs, and secret drop points, they've been communicating with a trusted documentary filmmaker in Germany, who is helping them edit and release the footage globally. Meanwhile, the corrupt network has increased their bounty, offering a staggering 5 billion Korean wons to anyone who can reveal their location or steal the data. The threat is real. But so is their determination. Another shocking twist came when a handwritten journal belonging to SUZY was anonymously delivered to a news agency. In it, she wrote, "I never thought my biggest acting role would be in real life. Every smile I fake is to cover fear. But if we don't tell the truth, who will?" She detailed moments of hiding in forests, narrowly escaping a drone, and disguising herself to enter a corrupt executive's private yacht party where she recorded a damning conversation confirming celebrities were being blackmailed into silence. She ended her entry with, "If you're reading this, then we're still fighting." Following the wave of attention, several top actors and K-pop idols began hinting that they, too, had been victims of manipulation and silencing. One anonymous singer wrote. They silenced me in 2017. But if Woobin and SUZY succeed, I'll name every name. Fans organized peaceful protests outside agency buildings and demanded transparency from entertainment conglomerates. The story had become a movement. As of this writing, insiders claim that the final documentary is 90% complete. Titled Veil, The Truth They Hid, it will expose high-ranking CEOs, bribery within broadcasting stations, abuse of power, and how public opinion was manufactured for years. Netflix and several other international platforms have allegedly shown interest in distributing it anonymously, to avoid legal retaliation. Woobin and SUZY's team, hidden somewhere in Jeju's mountains, have vowed to release it no matter what, even if it costs them everything. Just 2 nights ago, a deepfake video was released in an attempt to discredit them. But a final clip emerged, grainy and encrypted, featuring Woobin himself, looking exhausted but resolute. They tried to rewrite our ending. But we're the ones holding the pen now. To every young artist afraid to speak, this is for you. Kim Woobin and SUZY didn't just go into hiding. They stepped into history. What started as preparation for a role became a real-life mission for justice, and their courage is now sparking a wildfire of truth in the industry. Whether they reappear tomorrow or stay hidden forever, their legacy is already carved into a global movement. The world waits with bated breath for the full release of their findings. Until then, one thing is certain. Truth has never been this dangerous, or this powerful. Kim Woobin and SUZY vanish after discovering a massive corruption ring linked to the entertainment industry. From fake scandals to bribery and silent disappearances, their investigation, which began as research for a drama, has turned into a real-life mission for justice. They're now in hiding, leaking encrypted evidence and drawing international attention. But now, the heat is rising. The network has discovered they're not just hiding. They're getting closer to exposing everything. The scene opens in a misty forest at dawn. A small cabin sits in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by pine trees and birdsong. Inside, the dim glow of computer monitors casts eerie light over maps, charts, and scribbled notes covering every wall. Kim Woobin, with unshaven stubble and a hoodie pulled over his head, stares at a laptop screen. Across from him, SUZY sits on the floor cross-legged, headphones in, whispering. They know we're not just actors anymore. They've set up a makeshift control center, Wi-Fi boosters made from salvaged drone parts, a whiteboard full of names with red string connecting key figures, and burner phones taped to the wall with times marked for scheduled contact drops. SUZY decodes another voice memo from a journalist contact. The network has eyes in the media, police, and even hospital staff. You must assume every step is watched. On the 3rd night, a dark SUV is seen circling the mountain road below the cabin. Woobin immediately douses all lights. SUZY grabs a camcorder with night vision and zooms in from the attic window. Inside the SUV, 2 men in suits. One is holding a thermal scanner. They're looking for body heat signatures, Woobin mutters. They cover the windows with foil and hide in the crawl space under the floorboards, breathless and silent. The SUV idles for 15 minutes before speeding off. Afterward, SUZY whispers with teary eyes. They're not playing around anymore. If they catch us, we're not making it out. From the USB drive Woobin recovered at the Seoul train station, they finally managed to decrypt a folder labeled Silent Files, 12 Victims. Inside are 12 case files on actors, idols, and directors who vanished under mysterious circumstances or suffered career-ending scandals, none of which were ever fully explained. Included were audio recordings of forced contracts, drugging confessions, and even voice memos from crying celebrities begging to be released from secret obligations. SUZY holds up a photo. This girl, she was in a rookie idol group. They said she committed suicide. Woobin scrolls to the next file. Turns out she tried to expose the same network. And then she disappeared. It becomes clear, this isn't just about corruption. This is about silencing the truth forever. With help from an old friend, a former assistant director who vanished from the industry 5 years ago, SUZY and Woobin arrange a clandestine meeting at an abandoned mountain shrine just before midnight. They wear wigs and oversized coats to avoid surveillance drones. Waiting for them is Ms. Han, an ex-publicist who once worked with several now-missing celebrities. The syndicate is planning to make an example of someone soon, a major name, to scare others. You need to release the data now. SUZY replies. If we drop it too early, they'll bury it before the media can react. We need one more push. A live confession. Woobin adds. We need someone from the inside, someone they trust. Against Woobin's protests, SUZY agrees to meet with a current network executive who once mentored her during her early Idol days. She believes she can convince him to testify. They meet in a candlelit rooftop bar in Busan, under the pretense of discussing a comeback drama. She wears a hidden MIC and transmits the conversation live to Woobin via a private frequency. The conversation starts polite. But soon, the executive's voice drops. You really think you can take them down, SUZY? You think the world cares who paid who? This is bigger than you. Then comes the shocking line. They already know where you are. They just want the full list before they strike. Woobin, listening in, slams the table. He knows SUZY's in danger. Just as SUZY tries to leave, two men block the elevator. A hidden panic button on her watch alerts Woobin. He races through the narrow alleyways of Busan's underground fish market where he planted a getaway motorcycle days before. In a heart-stopping sequence, SUZY escapes through the back kitchen, climbs down a rusty fire escape, and sprints through the market. Just as the men give chase, Woobin skids into view on the bike, grabs her hand, and speeds off into the night. They know everything now. We're out of time. Back at the cabin, breathless and bruised, they upload their evidence to a decentralized platform hosted across multiple countries. But before they press upload, Woobin turns to SUZY. If we release this, we can never go back. No more acting. No more red carpets. We'll be ghosts. SUZY stares at the glowing upload button and whispers. Then let's be the kind of ghosts they never forget. They press the button. In the coming days, the platform is set to release the files across 5 continents simultaneously, with help from anonymous journalists and whistleblower networks. But as they await the fallout, a final encrypted message from an unknown sender flashes across their screen. You think you've won. But you haven't seen how deep this goes. Are Woobin and SUZY prepared for what's next? Like, comment, subscribe. For more exclusive updates on this real-life thriller involving Kim Woobin and BAE SUZY, subscribe now and hit the bell.